everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Obe Egusi. It's always an amazing time when I get in the kitchen to share some of our amazing recipes in this family with y'all. But today I don't have to do the cooking all by myself. I am very excited. I am very happy to have one of my darlings, my own personal celebrity, in the house with me today. I have troubled her so much, so she decided to come and cook with me in the kitchen. And this person I'm talking about is also your own celebrity, your own wonderful, down-to-earth, lovely woman. It is nobody other than my dearest Adunni Ade. You should have seen her in a lot of Nollywood movies, both the English and the Yoruba. She is an ambassador for a lot of brands, and she's actually an ambassador for this brand. No paid advertisements there. Now my own girl, Nash, all the things she did do. So let me invite in my own wonderful sister. Come on in, baby girl. How are you, darling?
Good. Thank you for having me.
So you are ready to cook something for us?
Yes, we are. We are gonna cook something.
We are or you are?
We are.
We are. You want to show the world the side they haven't seen of you?
Yeah.
I don't think they've actually seen you in the kitchen cooking.
No.
So they don't know you know how to cook?
No. I don't think people do.
So they think you're too tush to get in the kitchen?
I wouldn't say too tush. I guess they just see more of the work, hard work inside of me.
And the working out.
Yeah, and then the motherly side of me, and that's it.
So, well, today, guys, you get to see her in the kitchen. She is gonna be making us
egusi soup.
Hey!
Rishi
assortment. Come on, if you not chop this soup, you did miss. Because this one is gonna have everything. Let us introduce you to the ingredients we're gonna be using for this egusi soup today. So today, for this almighty egusi soup with Madam Adunni Ade,
that's it.
We're gonna be using some palm oil. We're gonna use the egusi. This is already grounded. It is actually, I need to make a shout out to my girl Folakemi Aluko. Who had Andu, because she does all my personal shopping in Nigeria. She makes sure I have the egusi, the smoked fish, the planla. If you need somebody to shop for you in Nigeria, Biko, contact her. She shops for people. She send it over here to America, to London, to Canada, and even in Nigeria.
She does shopping.
She does shopping for people as well. So you need to hook up with her. We have some blended sauce in this bowl. People say they don't like to put tomatoes in their egusi soup, but I do. So we have it here. I'm messing up our recipe because I decided to add that to it, but it's gonna be delicious. We're gonna use some Shaki, and this Shaki is already boiled already. We boiled and seasoned it with some Maggi, salt, and paprika. That's why the color changed. And right here is spinach. We're gonna be putting in some spinach, and this is some St. Leaf that we're using, and we're using momo, smoked turkey. The goat meat is already cooked, ready to go. We have some dry shower fish. We have some smoked fish. In fact, this smoked fish no get any kukuru, no ant at all. Right. It is a blessing.
Yeah.
And we have some smoked fish. This particular smoked fish right here is processed and made here. Your girl Tolu does this. If you need some smoked fish, contact me for that. Then for the seasoning, you said you want us to put in some crayfish?
Yes.
So we have some crayfish here for you, some salt, some Maggi, onions, and right here is something she doesn't like. This is some ogiri. It gives the flavor to the soup, but the smell, oh man.
Yeah.
You won't smell it. You won't smell it when it's done.
Yeah. But right now it's
woo.
How
so, guys, this is Tolu Cook, and let the fun begin.
Tell me who you know, who plans better, that dream come true. Yeah. She not there to support.
So the first thing we're doing, we've already washed our hands are clean. So do you want to go ahead and start dicing the onions?
I sure can.
Then you want me to put the palm oil and the ogiri on the stove for you to start cooking.
Since all the meat are
already prepped, they're pre-cooked.
Yeah.
So, and for you to season your meat when you're trying to pre-cook it, just put a little bit of salt, a little bit of Maggi in it for you to pre-cook your meat. You don't want to over season it, because if you do, you by the time you bring everything together, no, we don't want that one. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put the oil in the pot. Adunni, you want to go ahead and put the onions in?
Of course.
So we're gonna let that saute. And I have the ogiri here, so I'm just gonna drop it in. I like to put my ogiri and the onions at the same time, so that I can use the onions to get the smell out. Then I make sure I blend it in.
Something that I like to do is, when I'm cooking, I like to wash my dishes.
Yes, that is awesome.
Yeah, I don't like coming back to dirty dishes.
And honestly, a lot of people doesn't know that that's the right thing to do when cooking.
Yeah.
Because when you clean along as you're cooking, it makes cooking faster.
Yeah.
And you can sit down and enjoy the meal.
Of course. I really don't like dirty kitchens, dirty dishes.
Okay, once you're done with that, we can take all the meat to the stove.
Yeah.
And we can start. I just have the onions and the ogiri. You can see it's already, you can see the smell is actually out.
It's gone.
The smell is gone,
Yeah.
but it's gonna give it so much flavor. So now that's the goat meat. You can just go ahead and dump it. But I have some questions I wanna ask you though.
Ahead.
So, you know, a lot of people does not know how we met. So let's start by that. So you wanna give a brief introduction on how we met?
Can I remember that long?
Yes, you can. It's been a long time, I know.
Yeah. So we've known each other about, what, 15 years? If not
More than that.
If not more. So I met you with another Nigerian here in Kentucky. We didn't kick out right in the beginning, but then I think a few years later we became close, and I don't know, maybe you should go into details, and the rest is history, let's just say that.
Well then, when I met you then, it was more of you had your first child.
Yeah.
You had Marion,
Yeah.
and that's why Marion is my baby.
Yeah. You knew me when time
was tough,
Yeah.
because at that point you were actually juggling 2 jobs,
Yeah.
raising a child,
Yeah.
and trying to make a living, you know,
Yeah.
and it was hard.
Yeah.
It was really, really hard. And I had the honor of changing diapers.
Before you started changing your children's
Before I started changing my children's diaper. You started early.
Yeah.
You started early. But you know, the thing is, sometimes I tell my friends that actually have, like I have a friend, she's out of Chicago, she has a first set of twins, and right now they're about 18. And when we're talking and everything, I'm like, you're done.
Right.
And I'm just starting. She's like,
It's okay.
it's
You know,
a blessing.
Our work, our destiny is different.
It's different, you know.
We can never do the same thing. You know, what God has in store for us is all different.
And you know, a lot of people don't look at it like that. I tell
Yeah.
people it's a blessing how things always work out. So then, you were also a student at University of Kentucky.
Exactly.
What were you doing in school then?
Accounting, studying accounting. So I juggled between business administration, and then at some point in time I switched my major to accounting. You know, so it wasn't just me juggling 2 jobs, it was me juggling 2 jobs, raising a child, and also work. Yeah, and also
So
going to school.
Also doing
Yeah,
schooling.
you know, sometimes my car would break down and I'll have to catch the city bus, and that was just hell. You know, that
I know.
it was crazy.
Because we were actually at the cook sale that I did, and somebody was talking about a little car that you had, and you went
I was like, oh, all things to remember. That's what you choose to remember about me. But then, you know, there was a time when, you know, my first car actually, it was a Pontiac Sunfire, 96 Pontiac Sunfire. For some reason, I think I locked my key inside or something happened and I had to break
the window.
So for a little bit of time, I didn't have a window
on the car.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is this, I actually like when people have an humble beginning.
Yeah.
Because when you're climbing up the ladder, it gives you a heart of gratitude to be able to thank God for how far He has brought you. Because when a lot of people see you today with your Gucci or your designers and everything, you've worked hard for it.
And I'm still working hard.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
I don't know about anybody else, but I can speak for myself. You know, I love to work. It has always been in me to work to earn my money so that, you know, I can spend as I want.
Let's bring in the stockfish and the Shaki, which is the tribe.
Yeah.
And you know your kids love egusi soup.
Yes,
so
they do.
we are gonna be having a ball tonight with this soup. So now talking about that, because you actually have an Islamic background.
Yeah.
What made you go into Christianity? Because you were a Christian while you were in Kentucky. So what made you go into Christianity?
So growing up in Nigeria, my father is a Muslim. I was raised a Muslim. Attended NATFAT, you know, Muslim congregations and went to the mosque and whatnot. But then when I came to Kentucky is a white-dominated state.
Yes, it is.
You know, sort of a racial state back then.
No, it still is.
I know it is.
But it's better though.
Yeah. There was no mosque
Yes.
then. Hardly would you see any Muslims. The only Muslims you would see are the Arabs who own the convenience stores.
Yes.
So, you know, it's just for you to go to the convenience store, buy what you want to buy, and keep it moving. So it was very difficult for me to, you know, interact, or should I say be religious, until I actually met your mom.
Yeah.
Your mom happens to be an MFM pastor.
Yes.
And, you know, she brought me closer to God, because at that point, you know, like you said earlier, you know, I was juggling a lot and there was a lot of issues that I dealt with personally. So your mom actually helped me, you know, get closer to God, and that was how I became a Christian. You know, going back to Nigeria, Islam had never left me, and I don't look at Christian, I don't look at Muslim, because we all serve the same God.
Yes, we do.
It's all the same purpose.
Like my husband is a Muslim and I'm a Christian, and we still make it work.
Yeah. And I wanted to go back to, you know, worshiping God the Islamic way. I kept it a secret, you know, it was something I just did in my household, and eventually I came out, you know, to publicly say, hey, I am a Muslim. And it was
there's nothing wrong with that.
I know, but you know, people went crazy when that happened. I don't know why.
Oh, they did?
Oh yeah, religion
is a big deal.
It's like a taboo. It's something you don't talk about in Nigeria. But, hey, I would not apologize for who I am. I stand my truth, and that's it.
I believe that God actually sees our heart, and that's all that matters. Your intentions, your art of worship, your art of giving, your art of praise. That's what actually God is after. So now me saying that, so I'm gonna go, before I go into career, I'm gonna go into, I'm sure a lot of people probably didn't know how to ask or not, but I gave you all the trouble. So what will you tell me about relationship? Are you in a relationship? Are you looking to get into one? Are you, what can you say about relationship? Because I'm sure there's so many toasters out there. Guys, listen.
Look, my relationship status is something I keep close to myself. It is for me to know, and as Americans would say, for you to find out. I'm very private. You know, with social media, I share my work. I share the growth with my children, and I think that's enough. But when it comes to relationship, if I'm in a relationship or not, that's for me to know, not for the world to know, you know. So I keep that to myself.
Yeah. So now let's go into career. You say you did business.
Yeah.
And you did accounting in school.
Yeah.
So what made the big change into theater, into arts?
Well, let me see. I did study art in secondary school, but that has nothing to do with that. So I would let you, if you want to season, because you know the meat was already pre-cooked by you.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Well, we're gonna use a lot of crayfish. You say you want
I love it.
crayfish.
I love crayfish.
So we're gonna use a whole lot. We're gonna remain a little bit so at the
for
end we
later.
can put. So season to taste, guys. I use my eyes to measure the season the Nigerian way. Sometimes I actually go precisely, use 2 spoons. But you know, some people are big on salt, some people are not. Some people are more big on the Maggi. So we're just gonna put a little bit right now. We're gonna mix together. Career. We're talking about career.
So I think the whole entertainment life has been embedded in me, I think, since I was a kid. Growing up, my stepmom had a fashion shop, a fashion designer, and I would go into her show glass. You know, she'll put lipstick on me and a little bit of makeup, and I would stand in her showroom, in her show glass, and just pose like a mannequin. You know, they knew me for that. They knew I loved fashion. They knew I loved to be the spotlight. You know, not really center of attention, but that was the case.
We're just gonna pour. I like to make sure that I put enough. Some people are really stingy with the sauce they use for their egusi. I believe that when you have a lot of ingredients in it, it gives it the richness that we're looking for.
Of course. And I just flowed with it. I only went to school because, you know, as an African, you know, your parents want
you have to go to school.
Yeah. So I did that for my father. But being an
and
entertainer,
he's a good man.
Yes, thank you. But being an entertainer is something I've always, you know, wanted to do.
Okay, so now, when you were in Kentucky, you actually did some runways and some fashion shows.
And also, do you remember when I went for the American Next Top Model audition?
Yes.
We didn't get in because we found out that we were pregnant with Zamaria.
Yeah, because then
I did a runway with oh gosh, I can't even remember the name of the modeling agency, but then we did runway shows for the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
For Rodeo Drive and some other brands. So yeah.
So you can see that's a lot of sauce in there. So because we have a lot of sauce in there, it cuts for some of the liquids that we're gonna have to pour. So I do not. I personally do not use too much of liquid because you know we're not using broth. You were asking about the beef broth, but we already use it to do something else. So
I like the frying method.
You like the frying method better.
So
Okay.
that's how I make it. That's why I was asking for broth. But this is great too. This is nice. I love my egusi to be watery. Not too thick.
Do you like egusi jebu? Do you know the one they refer to as the blended, the smooth one?
Yeah, I like
you know there are different styles of cooking egusi.
I don't like the thick one.
The thick egusi.
Yeah, I don't like that. I want the egusi to be watery. I like to eat my egusi with rice first before anything else. I love it with rice.
You're not getting rice today though.
I know.
Because all the kids already voted against you. They voted for pounded yam.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll do that. But I'll still take some with me and then eat mine with rice.
Okay, so now what can you tell me about the movie industry in Nigeria?
What can I say? I can tell you this: it is a very competitive industry. It is growing. Let me put it that way. In every aspect, everything is getting better. You know, in terms of directing, in terms of lighting, location, storylines. We're getting that recognition that we deserve. You know, it's been a long time coming. But people are not smiling, you know. It's neck and neck. Everyone is just growing. It's a beautiful place to be.
But does the industry, because there are a lot of young people that think, oh, let me just get into the movie industry in Nigeria and I'm just going to be rich overnight.
Blow overnight.
What would you say about the reality of the amount of money they make initially? Because the thing I believe, this is my own belief, I believe that the movie industry in Nigeria doesn't really pay, as in terms of money, that the English aspect actually pays a little bit better than the Yoruba aspect. That's one. Then number two, I also believe you have to be in the movie industry for a while for you to actually start cashing in like a decent check, then I also have this mindset of for you to actually make it big, you have to have another side job or like your own personal business or something to blend in with it. What do you think?
Well, with all that, it depends on your passion.
We're gonna let this cook for about a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just leave that. So with the industry, it all depends. You know, God's calling and God's timing can never be known. So it depends on who you are. Sometimes some make it faster than the other. Okay. Sometimes people are there for years and they don't get a breakthrough until years later, decades later. Some people on their first try, God blesses them.
Okay.
What I would say is you have to be consistent because there are a lot of actors, a lot of actresses, a lot of directors, a lot of producers, a lot of script writers. So you just have to be on top of your game. Try to grow, try to be better than what you did yesterday. Okay. And hey, they say the rest is history. In terms of payment, like you mentioned earlier, the English aspect tends to pay a little bit more, a lot more than Yoruba.
Do you know why it's so? Do you have an idea?
Well, yeah, sort of. I really don't. I can't really say why, but you know, the Yoruba aspect is being controlled by a certain group so
of people.
To say,
okay.
You know, or should I say organization, you know.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't mind someone else, you know, dropping funds, you know, to create the movie. Okay. And then they don't have to do with it. So whatever is being given, it's like, okay, let's just manage
what is there
and get this thing done. But for me, look, if you're gonna call me for your job, just make sure you have your money because I have bills to pay.
Yeah, you know? And that's what it's actually heartbreaking because everybody, it's a job. It's just like me saying I want to go work from 9 to 5 job. I expect to get paid.
Of course. I have a different orientation. You know, my mentality is still of the American type. You know, I work. I have to get paid. I don't do come and help me, come and assist me. No, I'm not gonna do that. I've done that before years ago when I first started. I had even filmed with people and I did it for free, all because I loved what I did as an actor. But they never showed gratitude. They just sideline you. They talk bad about you. You know.
Isn't that just the same everywhere?
Yeah. Rather than give you the credit for you even helping them or coming to rescue their project at the last minute, they would rather just
bash you and make it look like they
so the industry makes you tough in a way, you know. I don't have time for that. You know, I've done my bit as far as, you know, when they say pay your dues. I've done all that.
Can I get some water, please?
Yes, you can. I've done all that, and you know, right now it's time for me to get paid.
It's time for you to be able to handle the fruit of your labor, you know, of your labor. That's good. So now, talking about the industry, you have a movie coming out.
Yes, I do.
So, I'm not sure you've actually got an interview about the movie.
No,
this is the first. Hey, go Tolu. So, what do you want to tell me about Sole? Come on, let me hear it.
Okay, so in the process of me wanting to better myself at my work, better myself at what I love to do best, and that's filmmaking, I decided to executive produce a movie.
That's good.
It was directed by Coyote Castle.
Okay.
I can say this, the best in the game right now.
That's
I don't
good.
care what you say, argue with your keyboard. Coyote Castle is an amazing man. He is down to earth. He is what you call responsible. He is honest. He is just everything.
That's good.
So I contacted him. I got his contact from Jade Sola, who produced Sugar Rush. Okay. And Sugar Rush is
I've seen Sugar Rush.
Did you love it?
Oh yes, Sugar Rush is a very good movie. Yeah. It has a very good production.
Yeah.
I like that.
So Coyote directed it, and you know, Jade says she doesn't produce or direct other people's production, but if that's my point of contact, then Kaidi Kasim would do the job.
Would be the good person.
So, you know, in us talking, he asked me what kind of movie do I want, what genre, and I told him I want action. I'm not really the drama type. I want my blood pumping. I want it to be running, fighting, you know, all that good stuff. You know, just bring something different to Nollywood. And he was able to create Solid. Now, Solid is about 90% shot on the bus.
Good.
It is a difficult thing to do.
Oh, yes.
It has never been achieved in Nigeria.
That is
I've been on
awesome.
a production before where, you know, I think that was the third time the executive producer was trying to achieve it, and he could not get it. You know, he could not get it done, you know, due to time management, you know, just things not falling in place. So we did a whole lot of soul searching, a whole lot of preparations, a whole lot of wrecking, a whole lot to just make sure that that part of the movie was shot successfully. You know, so with the cameras, with the crews, with the lighting, everything just fell in place. When I tell you God,
that's what I was about to say.
God was with this production from the beginning to the end. I am not lying. And we shot it, we did it.
That's good. So now, let's say I want to produce a movie tomorrow. So about how much money should I be looking at to creating something similar to Solid? maybe about 500 naira.
Two cover we do the work, you know.
So we're talking about millions.
Oh, millions. I cannot give you an exact figure because it depends on your storyline. It depends on your location. It depends on how big, how small the budget is. There's so many things.
I think it also depends also on the stars you're trying to bring on, because everybody doesn't get paid the same way.
No, everyone doesn't get paid the same way, but everybody gets paid. Everyone got paid on my set.
That is awesome.
Because I feel like you should get paid for what you do. You know, I'm not gonna say because you're new in the game, you know, I'm gonna give you peanuts. No. Everyone got paid, at least to my knowledge. Everyone got paid.
That is awesome. Kudos.
And I'm very thankful for every single soul, from the crew to the cast to the extras to whoever that was featured in Solid. Thank you so much for giving me 1000% of your time, your energy, and God bless you.
But you know, the thing is this though, you're saying a shout out and thank you how today. I believe in something so much. Good energy attracts good energy. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, this is one thing a lot of people does not understand about the work ethic in this country. My boss, when we're working, my boss will pick up the trash. They don't know that if you are at the top of your game, because you're the executive producer or the producer, does not mean you do not go low. Because when people see you working hard, they have no choice. They also have to work hard. Of course. They also have to. So when they see your work ethic, they don't have a choice.
This is not me saying people are not, you know, they don't have good work ethics in Nigeria. But I'm just saying it could be better. You feel me? It could be better.
It could be better. That's true. Well, honestly, I don't live in Nigeria. I am a Nigerian. I love my country, but every time we come to Nigeria, I'm always complaining. This teacher is running out of the classroom at 12. I'm like, come on, we can do that. Then you want to mix it and taste it and see what the miracle is. Look how beautiful that thing looks. What do you think?
This looks good.
You're gonna hire me as a personal chef?
Come on, if you can move down, come on.
You're gonna pay me good?
Of course I'll pay you.
Do you know how much I want to collect?
I know your mouth is big.
You do?
I know you like money, so don't break my neck.
Well, I won't charge you a lot.
I don't trust you.
I won't charge you a lot. I'm thinking about a figure that I know befits you. So let's say probably $3,000 a week.
A week?
Yeah. So about 12,000 a month. So I'll take 10,000. What do you think? Don't start eating the food now. It's not yet cooked. So look at all this rishi. Hey, this egusi soup came for battle. So now you're ready to put in the egusi while I chop off the scent leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. We have that one for mixing.
Yeah.
Okay. This is already cleaned already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just slice it up. So now, apart from doing movies, let's go into motherhood. You know, I am a mom, and I think I would not trade it for anything in the world. And I know you. I know you. I know the sacrifices you've made, but some people don't know that.
It's okay.
So what can you say? What can you tell me about motherhood? How it started, how it has treated you, and your advice to new mothers out there?
Look, if you're not ready, please take your time. That's the first thing I would advise you. If you know motherhood is not something you're ready to dabble into, take your time. Take your time. It is not a 9-to-5 job. It is a 24-hour job. It is a lifetime job, motherhood. As far as how it has, treated me or how it has been, in the beginning it was rough because I didn't understand it. But then no one teaches you how to be a mother. That being a mother comes naturally. Well, for me it did, and I know for you it did. You just have to learn. You have to learn, and you have to learn quick with motherhood. I would tell you, it has shaped me to be the person that I am. I want to imagine that I'm decent at least.
No, you're awesome.
Thank you. So I don't play with my kids. I don't play about their lives, their upbringing, their wants, their needs. I do the best that I can for my kids, and I hope that translates to what I see, what people see, and know about them.
Okay, so now, what do you say about motherhood in Korea? Have you having kids, do they push you to do more, or do you think they don't? Because of you having kids, you cannot do a lot. How can you have motherhood in Korea? How is it balancing well for you?
Look, people ask me, how do you do it? I just wake up and I do it. I just do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of water in this and rinse it.
Please
because do you want us to put some water in there?
Yeah, you can.
What?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me why you keep stirring? Because I know there's a reason why you keep stirring.
Of course, I don't want it to get burned.
Oh, look at this, chef.
I don't want it to get burnt. I need it to even out and let the whole egusi get in there, mix together with the stew, with the sauce and all that.
You all need to start hiring now for some private lessons.
Don't hire me, I beg. I am not that patient. I'm on the go, go, go. That's my life. On the go, go, go. I don't have that time.
So, you were saying something about motherhood in Korea.
Yeah. So with motherhood and career, people ask me, how do you do it? I just do it. When you know what you want for your children, you know what you want for yourself, you don't have time to play. You don't have time to sit around and just, you have to be on it. Some people think motherhood sets them back and it doesn't allow them achieve what they want to achieve. There's time for everything.
Yes, there is.
There's a season for everything. So you may want to do a certain thing now, a certain project now, but because you have a newborn, you can't get it done, which is fine. But there's something called life and hope. If you have life, there's hope. You can always restructure, you can always reshuffle your life and what you do. And that's just how I go about it.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, talking about that to me is also, like I tell people all the time.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, having kids is a blessing. I'd rather do it now, get it out of the way, and know that they're growing. They are the light of my world, and I know that about you. You overwork to just make sure. I've heard them today only asking for everything. Mommy this, mommy that, mommy this. I'm like, every time they come and sweet talk you and kiss your cheek and say, mommy yes, mommy this. But it's the beauty though, because I cannot imagine not having that.
Yeah. So some will say it won't push them. Having kids won't push them to the next level. For me, it actually has pushed me to where I am. I don't want to sound like a brat, but I grew up, even with the whole hardship in Nigeria and whatnot, but I kind of grew up, having whatever it is that I wanted and I needed. It kind of made me laid back. But the moment I started having my children, that push, that drive,
and you have to take care of them.
Yeah, to want to get to the next level, to want to achieve success is who I am today.
That is awesome.
And that's all I know.
That is awesome.
That's all I know.
vegetables?
Yeah, this is okay. This is okay.
So do you think it needs more water or?
No, this is good.
This is good.
This is good.
You know, you say you don't like it thick.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
This is not too thick. Do you want to taste?
I want to see the finished product. I don't want to ruin it now.
Okay.
So don't forget the rest of your crayfish.
Yeah, forgot about that.
So we're gonna let it steam for a few minutes.
Oh, another 5 minutes.
Okay. So normally from the time you put the egusi into the pot to the time the egusi is done, you have to let it cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. If not, if your egusi is not properly cooked, it would give you the runs. You'll be visiting the bathroom. It's a good thing, it will clean out your system, but it's better for your egusi to be cooked, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it looking good, Adunni? Ooh la la! Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks so good.
Yeah. I think we're done.
We're done here. Yes, we're done. But wait, we need to put that okay.
Yeah.
So this looks good. All the oil has come back up. You can know that the soup is done. Let's go ahead and plate it and show them what it looks on the plate. Did you finish making the powdered yam too?
Oh, yes.
Let me see. Oh, baby. When you're doing it to shape. Hey, this is wonderful. Oh, I love this. Look how smooth. Okay, let's plate it for them, girl.
That's it. I'm tasting.
This is what you call tasting. What do I do? Guys, it's been a wonderful time in the kitchen with my wonderful baby, my sister Adunni Ade. It's been a nice conversation and it's been a nice time cooking.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you,
Thank you.
for all your achievements, for everything you've done. I knew when the struggle was so hard, and now I'm happy that I can swipe your card at the stores. Lucky me, lucky me. You know, I'm so thankful to God for how far you've come.
Thank you.
On a serious note, I'm really thankful to God to how far He has brought you and where He is taking you to. Because where you are right now is not where you're gonna stop. You're still climbing. We are all still climbing. I'm still climbing, and it's been a pleasure cooking in the kitchen with you.
Thank you.
You did a wonderful job.
You know?
And you're still eating.
What am I supposed to do?
We are still talking.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
So, what do you want to tell people about Soleil? When should they be expecting this movie? Oh my word.
Before the end of the year, Soleil will be out in cinemas.
Before the end of the year, you get that. So make sure you are waiting. This movie is gonna be the talk of the town, the talk of the country, the talk of the world. Soleil, from all what I've heard, she refused to show me the inside. She said I should wait for the surprise, but I will get it one way or the other, don't worry. So Soleil is gonna be big. It is already big, and wait to see it. Tell your friends. The minute it eats, you have to be one of the first people to see it. And guys, what do you want to tell them about Tolu Cooks?
She can cook. This lady right here, she can cook. That's all I gotta say. Support her brand. Watch her videos on YouTube at Tolu Cooks.
Yes.
And also contact her on Instagram at ToluCooks_event.
Yes, ma'am.
To place your orders. She can fly down to wherever you are in the States, in Canada, anywhere. Just make sure you're paying good money.
Oh, yeah. We gotta pay the bills. So thank you guys for always joining us, for always watching my channel. Thank you so much for being part of this community, of this family. Remember to hold on to your faith. Remember to love your family and never let go of your wonderful, beautiful friend. This is the tree of life. It keeps us grounded. So guys, I would love to see you on the next episode of Tolu Cooks. And this is Iyan, pounded yam, and Obe Egusi. So please make sure you watch the video, share it, like, and click the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, you'll be one of the first people out there to get it. I love you, love you, love you. We love you.
Yeah, I wish they could taste my egusi.
You want them to taste your egusi? No, this one is not going to be enough for us. If we cook a big pot, does not mean it's enough for the whole community.
Okay.
They should follow the recipe and recreate it. They'll get it. Honestly, we went the easy route. Next time I make you the egusi soup, I will make it with a different style so that you can learn different ways to make it. A lot of my followers always want me to make egusi soup, you know that, right? But I keep telling them they should hold on, they should keep watching. I guess I was just waiting for my star.
Exactly.
You see, you're going to give them the Adunni way.
But then you can still make it another way.
Yes, we can still make it another way. So if there's something you would like her to cook in the future, drop a comment. I will find a way to talk her into getting in the kitchen for y'all. Love you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Let me turn off that.
Yeah.
Water.